success with it. What is it asking me for? No. What does this say?
The angle.
The angle. So I need to find the angle whose sine is the cosine of pi over 4. That's what it says. Find the angle whose sine is this number. Well, what's this number? Let's find this number first. This is just a number. 180 divided by 4 is 45. So we're looking for the cosine of 45. So there's 45. What are the sides of the triangle? 1 root 2. What's the cosine then? This is 1 over root 2, or root 2 over 2. So now we are looking for the angle whose sine is, and I'm just going to leave it as 1 over root 2. Which quadrant would I draw that angle in? This is what we talked about on Friday.
So, 1.
Quadrant 1. And the sine is 1 over root 2. What's the measure of that angle?
45.
So the answer is 45 degrees. Or pi over 4 radians. I don't know whether I was supposed to, I didn't read the directions. I don't know if I was supposed to answer in degrees or radians. Either one. Okay. It makes more sense if you make yourself read it. Find the angle whose sine is this number. What are you doing?
Nothing. It's
Got a mean case of the giggles.
I promise I'm not doing it.
You're just happy to be in math class.
Yeah. I was just thinking something stupid.
Okay. Who else? Who else has a question? Maggie?
For the calculator part, when you plug it into your calculator, you have to think about
Which one? Oh, you mean
like 13 and 15, and then like.
Yeah, because the answer says, or the directions, I mean, say express your answer in degrees.
Okay, so then.
So that means, yes, be in degrees. Anytime you ask the calculator for an angle, it has to know whether you want that in degrees or radians. All right, everybody okay? All right, let's finish up a little bit of review then. Did anybody do either, oh, I need to fix something too. On that practice review sheet, I have a mistake. Oh, but I can't remember which one it was. Did anybody do the practice review sheet and find my mistake? I think it's 1C. Let me redo 1C. I think that's the one I have wrong. Let's redo that and see. 5 pi over 6. Okay, remember what to do? Wake up on this Monday morning. Hours. Pi is 180, divided by 6 is 30, times 5 is 150. So we're going to find the cosecant of 150. That's going to put me over here, right?
Are we in the big pack or the small pack?
We're on that practice quiz review sheet in the big packet.
Okay, big packet. Oh, right here.
That I called your attention to on Friday and said you might want to spend some time with this. It's the quiz 4145 review sheet. Okay. How big's my reference angle right here? 30. So the sides of the triangle would look like that. And we're really careful with the negative. Now I want cosecant. What's cosecant?
Sine.
Reciprocal of sine, which would be hypotenuse over opposite.
So 2.
So the answer is 2 over 1 or 2. That's the correct answer. I have it wrong on the sheet. Fix that.
Some of us miss more previous than others.
All right, did anybody look at either that sheet or the other old quiz that was in here? Okay, tomorrow, first thing, we're gonna have a quiz then, and it's gonna be over those things. So I wanna do one more inverse problem, and then I'm gonna give you the rest of the time to review for your quiz tomorrow. So let's do one more. Make sure you got the inverse down. Let's try this one. No calculator. Then we're going to do it on our calculator. But first we're going to do it by hand. Do you remember how to start?
Cosine, so. That's my tip.
Did you draw a picture?
You wrote that stuff down, right?
It's in,
1 or 2 stuff too.
Where did you draw your picture?
4, 3.
In which quadrant? 2. Did everybody draw your picture in quadrant 2? You remember that the secant, the inverse secant, I should say, is defined only in quadrants 1 and 2. Since that's a negative number, it must be quadrant 2. So did you put a 4 and a negative 3 in those locations?
Yep.
And what did you put here? Not 5. No way, Jose.
Seven.
7. And what do I want to know about that angle?
The tangent.
It's tangent. So the answer would be
Y over.
negative root 7 over 3. Is that okay?
Yes.
Now we're going to do it on our calculators. This is a little bit tricky. Now, what buttons in an ideal world I would be able to press? Tangent, second secant, negative 4/3, and be good, right? What's the matter with that?
There's no secant
There's
button.
no secant button. So, do you have a tangent button?
Yeah.
So we're good there. We do not have a secant button. So what do we know about the angle whose secant is negative 4/3? What do we know about that angle?
That it's the reciprocal of cosine.
That its cosine is negative 3/4. So I'm going to have to rewrite this problem like this. Now, is this angle the same as this angle? Are you comfortable with that? That those are exactly the same thing?
Yeah.
I have to think it this way though, in order to put it in my calculator, right? So here we go. Type tangent, second cosine, -3/4. Now, you're going to get a decimal, obviously. So then type in on your calculator -√7 divided by 3 and see if you get the same decimal that you got a moment ago. Remember when you type in -√7/3, you gotta close the parentheses after the 7 before you hit divided by 3. All right, so there's this flaw in the calculator that it doesn't have all the buttons that you need. So sometimes you have to do a rewrite before you can go to the calculator. You good with that? Okay, I don't know how much time we have left, but you're gonna have the rest of it to start either doing tonight's homework, which is on the same page as last night, or you are going to do that practice quiz or the review sheet in preparation for tomorrow's quiz, which we will take the first thing you walk in the door, okay? I think so. That's the
When they do cartoon stuff.
Did you get the robocall?
It's just like they always like the
Yeah.
series.
So if there's a change in that, we can
I want the whole hundred kids interviews.
It's a robot that says schools can't.
He had an interview with Stephen Colbert. It's so weird. I really did not like the content. Like it was like I would rather listen to it. Like I guess he was talking like through it, but like I feel like I fell into it. So I watched my time, but I didn't like.